Have you ever wondered what goes on behind the most famous cattle empire in Texas? How does a multi-billion-dollar business stay so big and influential over the years? King Ranch, one of the largest privately owned properties in the United States, has a history of power, tradition, and challenges that few know about. What does it take to build a cattle empire? How does this impact the economy and the lives of those around it? In this video, we will reveal it all. Hello, everyone. I'm Juninho Mello, and this is the Celebrities Farm channel, where we explore the fascinating world of rural life and agribusiness. If you love success stories, large properties, and curiosities about the world of animals and farms, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Here you'll find exclusive content about the biggest names in the rural sector and their inspiring stories. Let's go on this journey together. King Ranch is not just an ordinary farm. Located in the heart of Texas, this property spans over 320,000 hectares and houses a cattle empire that generates billions of dollars annually. But what makes King Ranch so special? How did a property founded in the 19th century manage to remain relevant and powerful until today? To understand this, we need to look at its past, from its founding to the present day. King Ranch was founded by Richard King, an immigrant from New Mexico who saw a promising future by investing in cattle. He built not just a farm, but a true institution in Texas that shaped what we now know as the world's largest cattle empire. Let's dive into this story and uncover the secrets behind King Ranch's success. The success of King Ranch is not merely a result of luck, but a series of strategic decisions and hard work over the years. Since its founding, the ranch has stood out for its innovative vision. The way Richard King and his successors managed the property was the key to its longevity and success. One of the main factors was the introduction of cattle ranching and management techniques that became global references. While many other ranches opted for traditional and limited methods, King Ranch invested in research and technology, creating a management model that balances large-scale production with environmental preservation. They introduced pasture rotation and advanced genetics and cattle management, ensuring superior quality animals and a sustainable system. In addition, the ranch boasts impressive infrastructure, including its own airplanes, trucks, and even internal roads, facilitating cattle transport and logistics. However, despite its power and structure, King Ranch also faced challenges, especially related to climate issues and changes in the agribusiness economy. Texas, being an area prone to droughts, requires the ranch to have strategies to cope with dry periods and maintain cattle health. The ability to adapt to these difficulties shows King Ranch's resilience, which has reinvented itself and stayed competitive. Another key factor in King Ranch's success is its diversity. The ranch is not just a cattle farm, but a company that diversified its business over the years. They invested in farmland, oil exploration, and even tourism. This allowed King Ranch to generate revenue beyond just cattle trading, ensuring a solid and diversified economic base. The ranch was also a pioneer in creating meat brands such as King Ranch beef, which became a symbol of quality and flavor in various markets, expanding its influence not only in Texas but worldwide. What's most impressive is that, even as a private property, King Ranch has become a crucial part of Texas history and culture. It has considerable influence on the local economy, employing thousands of people and generating a vast network of suppliers and services around it. King Ranch's impact goes beyond the visible. It is present in the culture, traditions, and economic development of the state. When we explore the complexities of King Ranch, we encounter a series of nuances that shaped the success and longevity of this iconic farm. Let's take a deeper look at some of these areas and how they influence the power of King Ranch. Asterisk first. What many don't know is that King Ranch operates with a management style that goes beyond the traditional farm model. The property adopts a corporate model where various business areas are managed professionally by directors and specialists in different fields. This strategy allows each sector of the ranch, from cattle breeding to tourism, to be efficiently run with a focus on results. King Ranch became one of the first examples of a corporate rural business model, which is uncommon in traditional farms. This corporate vision was also essential to dealing with fluctuations in the cattle market, which is highly sensitive to factors like market prices, changes in export laws, and climate variations. For this reason, King Ranch has heavily invested in research and innovation. From cattle genetics to pasture management technologies, the farm is a leader in practices that ensure the business's sustainability. The use of technologies like drones for pasture monitoring and artificial intelligence systems to predict climate patterns and optimize cattle production have been notable. Moreover, integrating sustainable practices into operations is another relevant point. King Ranch strives not only to ensure the longevity of its business, but also to minimize its environmental impact. For example, the farm employs an integrated natural resource management system where the preservation of natural habitats and biodiversity are just as important as cattle production. This means that while the focus is on cattle breeding, King Ranch also contributes to the conservation of local fauna and flora, creating a balance between business and environmental preservation. Another interesting aspect of King Ranch is its involvement in the global market. The ranch is not only a powerhouse in Texas, its influence extends worldwide, mainly due to beef exports. Over the years, King Ranch has become synonymous with high-quality beef, and its name is present in the finest butcher shops and international markets. With a consolidated and respected brand, the ranch also invested in a premium line of beef, marketing exclusive cuts for the most demanding markets. But the impact of King Ranch goes beyond business. The cultural and historical heritage carried by the ranch is an important factor in its longevity. For many Texans, King Ranch is not just a farm but a symbol of local identity. Its presence is immortalized in literature, music, and even cinema. The ranch holds sentimental value that deeply connects it with the local population. Many Texans grow up hearing stories about King Ranch, seeing it as an icon of resilience and prosperity. This creates a loyal fan base and supporters who keep King Ranch's name alive, which in turn helps ensure its continuity. Finally, we must not forget the social impact that King Ranch has on its region. The ranch is not just a source of jobs. It plays an active role in the social and economic development of the community around it. In addition to employing thousands of people, King Ranch engages in educational initiatives, offering training and development programs for its workers. This dedication to social welfare reflects the ranch's commitment to human as well as economic development. The ranch promotes a culture of corporate social responsibility that, though often overlooked in large corporations, is vital for building a lasting legacy. In conclusion, the story of King Ranch is one of resilience, innovation, and tradition. It shows us how the combination of these forces can create something much larger than just a farm. It can create an empire that spans generations, shaping the culture and economy of a region and even the world. The success of King Ranch proves that the future can be shaped by respecting the past while embracing innovation and adaptability. Throughout this video, we explored the fascinating world of King Ranch, from its founding to becoming a true empire in the heart of Texas. The story of this ranch is filled with challenges overcome, innovations, and a strong connection to Texan culture. The initial question of how a simple cattle ranch managed to grow so much and remain relevant for so many generations is answered through several factors. But more important than that is the legacy King Ranch has left for the agribusiness world and for Texas itself. The impact King Ranch has on the local economy, environmental preservation, and Texan culture is undeniable. Its business model, based on diversification, technological innovation, and sustainability, is a clear example of how it's possible to be successful in a traditional sector while keeping an eye on the future. King Ranch teaches us that the key to success lies in balancing tradition and modernity, seizing opportunities without losing sight of the heritage that built the empire. Over the years, King Ranch has solidified itself not only as a cattle farm, but as a symbol of perseverance and innovation. It reminds us that success is not just about size or financial power, but about the ability to adapt, a forward-thinking vision, and a deep commitment to social and environmental impact. Every step King Ranch has taken, from its foundation to its present day, reflects the determination and vision of its founders. The answer to the initial question about what happens behind the cattle empire in Texas is, therefore, a combination of factors ranging from excellent cattle management to business diversification and constant pursuit of innovation and sustainability. It's a story of resilience, adaptation to adversity, and a forward-thinking vision that continues to shape the cattle market today. But like any great story, King Ranch's trajectory is far from simple. With constant challenges, market changes, and the need to stay ahead of new technologies and trends, the ranch remains an example of how perseverance and innovation can transform a business while also preserving the identity and values that sustain it. King Ranch's story continues to be written, and its influence will certainly continue to be felt in the future. We've reached the end of this fascinating journey through King Ranch, and if you've made it this far, congratulations, you are a person of success. This story is not just about cattle or business, but about perseverance, innovation, and the importance of adapting to changes while keeping an eye on the legacy that brought us to the present. Now, I'd like to invite you to continue this journey. If you liked what you saw, don't miss our upcoming videos. We have more incredible stories about the world of agribusiness and the great rural empires that shape our economy. Click on the recommended videos on the final screen, and don't forget to leave a comment telling us which part of the King Ranch story surprised you the most. I'd love to hear your opinion. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe to Celebrities Farm, turn on the notification bell, and stay up to date with all the exclusive content. Let's go together, because the rural world has so much more to offer. Asterisk, congratulations again for being here. And if you made it to the end, write the word resilience in the comments to show that you absorbed all the strength and lessons from this story. See you in the next video.